Hello fellow weebs, bronies, freaks and geeks. Before we start the video, I would like to apologize for this video's and last video's late upload. I usually post every 3 days, but my phone broke, so I couldn't edit the video the way I usually do for the last video, so I had to wait until my phone was fixed. Then just yesterday my phone completely restarted and deleted everything off of itself, so I had to fix that. Good thing I film all of my videos on my computer though, otherwise I would have had to refilm and everything, and you guys would have to wait even longer. But anyways, enough with my excuses, let's get to the video. Obviously, I am back with another PonyTown video. This time I will be making Kokichi, from the anime Danganronpa. I haven't seen this anime yet, but I have a friend who is obsessed with him, so I knew exactly who he was when I saw his name, and was pretty excited to attempt to remake him in PonyTown, so let's see how I do. Just a friendly reminder, that this is not a tutorial, and there will probably be a lot of back and forth, but feel free to use the video as reference if you would like. And don't forget that I usually switch between using my mouse and touch screen, which may be a little confusing. I am sorry if you get confused by it. Now this is the time I would usually shut up and let you watch in peace, but my sister told me my videos were a bit hard to follow and boring to watch without me explaining my thought process, so I will be annoying you guys a bit more than usual this time. As you can see, I spent quite a while trying to figure out what I wanted to do for the hair. There aren't enough hair choices for me to pick one that would match his hairstyle, so I had a very hard time figuring out what I wanted to use for his hair, but I ended up settling on what you see now. Now I am going to make the hair the color it is supposed to be, which is black with a bit of a purple tint. Most anime characters with black hair have a tint, so you can see the outline better. It also looks very pretty. Now that I'm done with the base color for the hair, I'm going to go ahead and copy the color to put it on the wings. While I'm here, I can pick the horn, and the magic color too. I'm also going to add some horns with the same color as the hair, to act as part of the hair. I'll pick out the horns I want, and add the hair color, then I can do the wings. I'll add the base color and some shading, and then I can move on to the ears. I like to add red to the tips of the ears, kind of like blush. I like to make it a little red on the hooves and face too, so it doesn't look so flat and plain. Moving on to the face, I'm going to leave his eyes more open. I usually close them a little, but this time I'm keeping them open because open eyes, I feel, will better correspond to this character. I make the iris bright, and darken the whites of the eyes and give them a purple tint to make the eyes look like they are glowing. Now I'm working on me face shading, which I add the blush that I normally do, and then darken from the eyes up to add a shadow. Then I take the shadow color, put it on the eyelids, and darken it a little more. Now I am changing the color of the eyelashes to match the hair better. Then add some more red to the tip of the nose and also add some blush. I just use the same red I did for the nose, and make it more red. Editing the shadows on the face real quick. Now I'm gonna go back to the body and add some shading to the horn. I will also edit the shading on the ears, and once I am done with that I will shade the legs and hooves. I always make the back legs the color I want the shoes to be. Then I add this horseshoe part and make it a little darker. I just kind of like how that looks, especially after adding the shine or pop on the toe. Once I'm done doing that, I'm going to go and shade the hair, which I often do first, but I didn't this time for some reason. Once I am done shading the hair, I will shade the tail pretty much the exact same way. I like making the tail and wings match the hair, but sometimes I make those parts blend with the clothing too. After I'm done with that, I'm going to go back to the face and edit it a little bit. I'm also going to copy the eye color to use for the magic on the horn, and also for the outlines later. Now I am going to move on to the clothing. First, I'm doing his little scarf, which has a checkered pattern. Thankfully there is an option to do a checkered pattern on here, and it just has to be black and white, which is simple enough. Now I can move on to his shirt. His shirt is fully white, which is kind of simple, dare I say, boring, but it has some golden buttons, so even though we won't be able to really see them, I am going to add those golden buttons, then move on to the sleeve, which I can add a little bit of shading to make a little less flat and boring. I add another little golden button, and while shading, I'm also slowly moving closer to the purple, because I love adding little tints to blacks and whites, just so they are a little more interesting. Now that I'm done with that, I'm going to move on to the pants, put in the base color, and add some shading. Now I'm going back to the face to explore a bit with what I could do with the eyes, but I still decided that I like the open eyes. Here I figured out that I forgot to turn on custom outlines, so I'm going to do that and then use the same color used for the eyes, as I said earlier, for the pop on the outlines. I like to make the pop kind of fade into the normal outline, but lately I have been doing a lot more of the color on the outlines than I would like. Let's give an example of what I mean. So, here's my first ever video, which was overhaul, and there was barely any pop at all, and then just a few videos later on my toga video, she was completely covered in colored outlines. I like to do a mix. Not just color or no color at all. Not too much or too little. I like to make it kind of balanced. Once I'm done with the hair and tail outlines, I move on to the outlines on the legs and hooves. And then the outlines on the horns and the wings, which are going to be similar to the way I outlined the hair and tail, because I like to make the wings, horns and tail match the hair. And don't forget about the ears. Now that I'm done with that, I will go back to the face and put a little pop on the nose and on the face. I used to do the outlines on the face a lighter version of the skin color, but lately I have been using the same pop I use on the rest of the outlines. First I tint in between the eyes to make it look like the eyes are glowing a bit more. Don't know if I achieved that goal, so let me know what you think of that. After going back and forth with editing a little bit, I'm adding the outline on the face. I'm making it purple, fading to pink to be more of a fleshy color from the purple pop that we have. And then once I'm done that, we're going to go back to the clothing, first with the scarf to give it that purple pop. Since I'm satisfied with that, I can move on to the rest of the clothing, starting with the shirt, to add a light purple pop. I make it a bit duller, and then I add the pop to the sleeve as well. And then once I'm done with that I will move on to the pants, and add the pop. And he is complete. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope this video can help you make your own PonyTown characters. If you did enjoy this video, please let me know by hitting the like button. And if you would like to see more content like this, please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching. Bye.